Think you know everything about your car? Think again. Hey everybody, FG here and welcome to the garage. You know, I've been around cars my whole life. I've seen them big, I've seen them small, I've seen them fast, and I've seen them, well, let's just say they were trying their best. But one thing that always gets me, no matter how new or old the car is, are the little secrets the designers hide in plain sight. These aren't just quirks, they're clever little features that most people drive around for years without ever discovering. It's like an Easter egg hunt, but for your daily driver. We spend so much time in our cars we think we know them inside and out. We know where the cup holders are, how to get the radio just right, that little rattle that only shows up at 45 miles an hour. But what if I told you your car has a whole set of hidden talents you've never unlocked? These are the kinds of things that aren't usually plastered on the window sticker or mentioned in the big, flashy commercials. They're the little details, the aha moments that make you appreciate the engineering and thought that went into your vehicle even more. So today we're going to go on a little treasure hunt. I'm going to pull back the curtain on some of the most common yet least known features hiding in your car right now. We're talking about everything from safety features you hope you'll never need, to convenience hacks that'll make you wonder how you ever lived without them. Stick around because I'm going to give you some real pro tips that will make you look at your car in a whole new way. You might just be surprised at what you find. Let's get into it. Alright, first up is a feature I really hope you never have to use, but it's absolutely critical to know about. We're talking about the hidden trunk release. Now in the old days, if you somehow got stuck in a trunk, well, you were in a bit of a pickle. But since the early 2000s, it's actually a legal requirement in the United States for all new cars to have an emergency release lever inside the trunk. It's a simple, brilliant piece of safety engineering that could literally be a lifesaver. You just never know what kind of crazy situation you might find yourself in. So, where is this thing? Well, most of the time it's a glow-in-the-dark handle. You'll usually find it mounted on the inside of the trunk lid or near the latch mechanism itself. It's designed to be easy to see and easy to pull, even in total darkness. The handle is often shaped like a T or a simple loop, and it's usually made of a bright yellow or green phosphorescent plastic. The idea is that even if you're disoriented, you can spot that little glowing handle and give it a tug to pop the trunk open from the inside. It's one of those things that costs the manufacturer pennies to install, but is priceless in an emergency. Now I know what you're thinking, why would I ever be in my trunk? And look, I hope you're never in that situation. But it's not just about some movie-style kidnapping scenario. Kids playing hide-and-seek have accidentally locked themselves in trunks before. So, the next time you have your trunk open, take 30 seconds to locate that handle. Show your family where it is. It's a piece of knowledge that takes up no space in your brain but could make all the difference in the world. It's just good, common-sense car ownership. Let's move on to something a little more for your everyday comfort. You know those scorching hot summer days? You're walking up to your car in a parking lot, it's been sitting in the sun for hours, and you know the inside is going to feel like a blast furnace. You dread opening that door and getting hit with that wall of hot, stale air. Well, a lot of car makers thought about that, and they built a solution right into the key fob that's probably in your pocket right now. It's a real neat trick. On many modern cars, if you press the unlock button once to unlock the doors and then press and hold it down for a few seconds, something magical happens. All the windows will start to roll down simultaneously. Some cars will even open the sunroof a little bit too. This allows all that superheated air to escape before you even get in the car. By the time you open the door, the interior temperature has already dropped significantly, making it much more pleasant to get in and start your drive. It's a simple sequence, but it's incredibly effective. Now, this doesn't work on every single car out there, but it's surprisingly common across a wide range of brands, from your everyday Hondas and Fords to high-end German sedans. The best way to find out is to just go outside and try it. Stand a few feet from your car, press and hold that unlock button, and see what happens. If it works, you've just discovered a feature that will make your summers a whole lot more comfortable. It's one of those little details that shows the designers were thinking about the driver's actual experience, not just how the car looks on a showroom floor. Alright, this next one is a real game changer, especially if you drive a lot of different cars, maybe a rental or a friend's vehicle. We've all been there, you pull into a gas station, you're ready to fill up, and then you have that moment of panic. Wait, which side is the gas cap on? You crane your neck, you try to see in the side mirror, you might even get out and walk around. It's a silly little dance we all do, But your car has been trying to tell you the answer the whole time. Look down at your dashboard, right at the fuel gauge. You see that little icon of a gas pump? Right next to it, on almost every car made in the last 20 years or so, there's a tiny little arrow or a triangle. That arrow is your secret weapon. It points to the side of the car where the fuel door is located. If the arrow points left, your gas cap is on the driver's side. If it points right, it's on the passenger's side. It's that simple. It's one of the most useful and most overlooked pieces of information on your entire instrument cluster. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. It's been staring you in the face this whole time. This feature is a fantastic example of user-centric design. The engineers knew this was a common problem, a minor annoyance that people face regularly, so they came up with an elegant, incredibly simple solution and put it right where you'd need it. So next time you're in an unfamiliar car and you need to fuel up, just glance down at the dash. No more guessing games, no more stretching the gas hose over your trunk. The car will tell you everything you need to know. Here's a feature that deals with another common annoyance: the sun. You're driving along and the sun is coming in through the side window at just the perfect angle to blast you right in the eye. You flip your sun visor down and swing it over to the side, but it's not quite long enough. The sun is peeking right around the edge and it's right in your peripheral vision. It's distracting, it's annoying, and it can even be a little unsafe. You end up slouching or tilting your head just to get some relief. Well, before you go out and buy one of those cheap plastic extenders, check your visor again. On a huge number of cars, the sun visor is actually a two-part system. If you swing it over to the side window and give it a little pull, you'll find that the main visor panel is mounted on a sliding rod. You can actually extend it several inches toward the rear of the car, giving you that extra coverage you need to completely block out the sun. It's a beautifully simple mechanical solution, and some cars even take it a step further. You might find a secondary, smaller plastic visor that flips down from the main one. It's a little hidden flap that provides that last bit of coverage. So go ahead and check yours. Unclip it from the center, swing it to the side, and give it a gentle tug. You might be surprised to find you have an extra 4 or 5 inches of shade you never knew about. It's another one of those features that once you know it's there, you'll use it all the time. It makes driving in that tricky morning or evening sun so much more comfortable. We live in an age of keyless entry and push-button starts. These modern key fobs are honestly fantastic pieces of technology. They let you unlock your doors without fumbling in your pocket and start the car with just a touch. But, you know, they have one big weakness: they run on a battery, and that battery can and will eventually die. So what happens when you walk up to your car, you press the button, and nothing happens? The fob is dead and you're locked out. It seems like a major design flaw, right? Well, the engineers planned for this. Hidden inside almost every single one of these plastic key fobs is an old-fashioned physical metal key. It's your emergency backup. Usually there's a small slider or a tiny button on the fob. You press that and the plastic casing will separate, revealing a traditional car key that you can pull out. This key is cut specifically for your car's door locks. It's a brilliant bit of redundant engineering, a low-tech solution to a high-tech problem. Now, once you have the key, you might run into another little puzzle. A lot of modern cars hide the physical keyhole on the driver's door for a cleaner, more streamlined look. You'll often find a small plastic cap over the lock cylinder, right at the back of the door handle. You typically have to use the tip of the emergency key itself to gently pry that little cap off, which will then expose the keyhole. You can then unlock your door the old-fashioned way. It's a multi-step process, but knowing it exists can save you from a very frustrating call to a locksmith. This next one is a great little safety and convenience feature that's all about peace of mind. Imagine you get home late at night, you park in your driveway or on a dark street, and you have to walk from your car to your front door in the pitch black. It can be a little unnerving. You're fumbling for your house keys, you can't see the path, you might trip over something. Car designers recognize this common scenario and built in a feature to help light your way. It's often called follow me home or entry-exit lighting. Essentially, it allows your headlights to stay on for a short period of time after you've gotten out of the car and locked it. This illuminates the path to your door, giving you a safe, well-lit walkway. On many cars, this feature is activated automatically. You just turn the car off, get out, lock the doors, and the headlights will stay on for, say, 30 or 60 seconds before shutting off by themselves. It's a simple but thoughtful touch. On other vehicles, you might have to activate it manually. A common way to do this is to flash your high beams once after you've turned the ignition off, but before you open the door. This tells the car you want the lights to stay on. The duration can often be customized in your car's settings menu, which you can usually access through the infotainment screen. You can set it for 30, 60, or even 90 seconds. It's a fantastic feature that adds a little bit of extra security and makes that last part of your journey just a little bit safer and less stressful. Alright, for our last one, let's talk about something that affects your health and comfort every single time you get in your car: the cabin air filter. Now, everyone knows about the engine air filter, the one that keeps dirt and debris out of your engine. But a surprising number of people have no idea that their car has a second air filter, one that cleans the air that you and your passengers are breathing inside the cabin. It's one of the most important and most neglected maintenance items on a modern vehicle. This filter is responsible for trapping dust, pollen, pollution, and other nasty particulates before they get blown into your face by the heating and air conditioning system. If you've ever noticed that your car has a musty, funky smell when you turn on the fan, or that the airflow seems weak, a clogged cabin air filter is almost always the culprit. Over time, it gets filled with all sorts of gunk, and it can really impact the air quality inside your car. For people with allergies, a clean filter is an absolute must. So where is this magical filter? The most common location by far is behind the glove box. On most cars, you can simply unlatch the glove box, squeeze the sides to release the stoppers, and let it swing all the way down. Behind it, you'll usually see a rectangular plastic cover. Pop the clips on that cover, and the filter just slides right out. It's a 10-minute job that requires no special tools, and a new filter is usually pretty inexpensive. Changing it once a year will make the air inside your car cleaner, fresher, and healthier to breathe. So there you have it, a whole handful of hidden features that were probably hiding in your car this whole time. From life-saving emergency releases to simple conveniences that make your drive just a little bit better, it just goes to show how much thought goes into these machines we sometimes take for granted. The fun part is that this is just the beginning. Different makes and models have their own unique quirks and hidden gems, so the real adventure is discovering what your specific car can do. It's amazing what you can find with a little curiosity. Now, I want you to do me a favor. The next time you have a spare 10 minutes, go out to your car and do a little exploring. Check for that trunk release, try holding down the unlock button on your fob, see if your sun visor extends. Go through your owner's manual. I know, nobody reads them, but they are treasure maps filled with this kind of stuff. See what you can find, and I guarantee you'll learn something new about the car you drive every single day. It's your car, you might as well know all of its secrets. And that brings me to the best part. I want to hear from you. What did you find? Go down to the comments section and let me know if any of these were new to you, or better yet, tell us about a hidden feature on your car that I didn't mention. Let's create a huge list of these things for everyone to check out. And of course, if you enjoyed this and learned something new, give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more pro tips. Thanks for stopping by the garage. We'll see you on the next one.